Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
How's it going, guys? I'm Liam Stone Murphy, and this is Mexicola by Queens of the Stone Age.
Sunday's hands of gold, velvet eyes in Mexico, just to find a way. And all she said was true. Speaking tongues, speaking lies, as drooling livers bound to die. It's a wonder that those guns don't point at you. Saying, go on, keep saying, you will live forever. Keep saying, go on, keep saying, go on, keep saying, you will live forever. Point and shoot, I know just what you mean. In a world that's full of shit and gasoline, baby. One dog's dead, one's on the phone. Just leave it alone, leave it alone. It's that same old song, yeah, I hate it 'cause it's true. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah. How'd that sound on your end?
Sounded good, man. Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
All right.
What was that? Oh, it's you. I was like, what is going on? What's your first name?
Liam.
Liam. Okay, I just know you as Stone.
Yeah.
Which most people
Stone's
do.
a nickname. But
Yeah, I like it, dude. So your voice is very unique.
I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Might want to get a little closer.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There
Hear that?
we
Listen
go.
to that shit. That's why I tell people. I said,
Hear the
if
bass.
you can hear yourself, the mic can hear it. The mic can hear you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, no, you're one of the open micers that come through.
Yeah.
Freaking every week too, and I appreciate that so much.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
This place has kind of become my my new musical home.
Yeah, I love that, dude. I'm glad that people are actually finding this to be someplace they like to come and hang out.
Yeah, I used to. There's a bar down the street on St. Charles called Lucky's that they had karaoke twice a week. They had open mic twice a week, live music twice a week, and then they had a comedy open mic too. So they had everything going.
What happened to them?
Well, after COVID, they've been very slow to get back into it.
Yeah, it's a lot of the places, man. Like,
It's a shame too, because I mean, that was like 90% of the reason I was there in the first place.
well, I'm glad you made your way over here. Yeah, thank you,
definitely.
Luckies, for not getting back into it.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's a very strange time we live in. So, I mean, I can see why certain businesses are going out and stuff because no one really knows what's going to happen.
Right. And I mean, like, I get their thought process too. You know, nobody wants to be the guy that, you know, starts another thing of COVID. You know.
Yeah, my thing is like I let the bartenders choose for themselves. Like, if you want to come work, you can. I'm not gonna like shut it down and make you so you like have a bad.
Exactly.
Because that's what happened to us the first time. Is like none of the people wanted to stop working. They're like, well, you know, we need money.
Yeah,
the ones that
I mean, it's tough for service industry too.
yeah, the ones that cut us off were the ones that had tons of money. Yeah, they didn't want it to be the ones that got sued because their business was open. It's like, no, let people work if they want to work.
Yeah, definitely.
So what got you into music, Stone?
I mean, I've always kind of been into music. I started playing guitar when I was about 8-9 years old. Never really pursued it fully, wholeheartedly. I've kind of shifted my focus to vocals. But yeah, no, music's always been like a constant in my life.
Yeah, no, you gotta get you a band, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
It's hard to find a drummer nowadays.
well, drummer. I mean, I guess all of it, right? What's the deal with the drummer? Why is it hard to find a drummer?
Oh, dude, every drummer I know is in like 4 bands right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good time to be a drummer then.
Drummers are a hot commodity nowadays.
Yeah, no, I'm not musically inclined at all. But I love to like listen to it.
Oh yeah. I love it. Music is everything for me. Never something I wanted to do full time though.
It's just a hobby.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, and when you start making money on something you love, you start to hate it.
Honestly, yeah, that's a good point. I've been there.
So I never wanted to like make it big or anything like that. I'm perfectly happy with being a local name.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to deal with record labels and stuff like that. You know, I have some friends of mine that are in the music industry full time, and you know, just dealing with producers and record labels. You know, it kind of takes the fun out of it.
But yeah, I think you said
a certain degree.
Whenever you start getting paid for it, it becomes a job. It's not just for fun anymore.
Yeah.
That's why even the stuff that I do, the graphic design work and stuff like that, I try not to ever get paid for it. And people hate that. They're like, you know, why aren't you, you know, let me pay you for this? And I'm like, no, you pay me for it. Then I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Because it becomes like work. And I don't want it to be, I want it to be fun for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's the same concept.
It's the creative process. Creative process, people should just be able to create.
Yeah. And I mean, I've never been a quick writer. You know what I mean?
What does that mean?
You know,
A quick writer, like you're riding the wave?
Some people can just like, you know, put out songs like, you know, they'll put out like 3-4 songs a week or whatever. I've never been that person. Sometimes, you know, I have like 3 or 4 songs that I'm working on right now, and maybe I might start like adding, combining concepts together, you know, and those 4 songs turn into 2 songs. But it's writing has never been something I like to force.
Yeah, it's a process.
You know? Yeah,
you let it come natural.
And everybody has their own process too.
Yeah, so the guy I had on just prior to you, it was Colton. He's a comedian. We were talking about the flow of creativity, because he said he's an open micer, he's a comedian, but he isn't going up right now. And he said, and I agree with him, because like sometimes in life, it's going to come in different spurts.
Yeah.
So definitely. I'm not one of those guys that can create all the time, because it's exhausting to me.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, I need to like be in that headspace, and like sometimes the headspace it hits you, you know, at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, okay, it's time to do this shit.
Yeah, I mean the last song I wrote in its entirety took me probably about 25 minutes combined. Mm-hmm. I wrote 2 songs, actually at Lucky's. I wrote the first 2 verses in probably about 10 minutes. And then the next open mic, I sat down and I was like, this song needs another verse. And then I took 15 more minutes and wrote the song. But it doesn't always happen that way. Mm. You know, sometimes, like you said, it happens in spurts.
Yeah, for me, it's the flow. Like I get in this flow and I'm just like zoned in and I'm like, oh shit, it's time to write something. And I sit down and start writing a screenplay.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, now it's time to actually make one happen. This might be 2 months later. So then I go back to my archive screenplays. And I'm like, okay, let's do one of these right here. I'll go to one of my friends that has a business and let me make you a commercial. It's like, I need to get this creative energy out of me somewhere. And that's a good way to do it. Just go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it natural.
100%.
Well, speaking of the writing process of songs, I was talking to, it wasn't Michael, it was someone else. I think it was Zach Smallman that was in here, which also another amazing musician. But he was talking about the writing process that he goes through. And he said, normally what they'll do is they'll create their beat first, and then he'll go back and he'll like hum over the beat.
Yeah.
And then from the humming, he says he can almost pull the words out of the humming that he has.
That's kind of cool. That's interesting. I've never really thought of it that way.
Yeah. So like, it's almost like the song, the music has the words in it already, and he's going back and he's just adding to it.
You're just kind of drawing it out there.
Yeah.
Just, originating it, you know?
It might be kind of cool to try that out sometime. Just like,
yeah, I mean,
make some music and then try to hum over it and then see what the words come from that.
Yeah, it's not something I've done it before. It's not my typical writing process. I'm very selective with my lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's kind of fascinating. Yeah, I've never had that kind of ability to just like draw the words out, you know. For me, like my writing process, I don't know if you listen to Tool or not.
I've heard some other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. The singer Maynard, he says when it comes, because he's strictly a vocalist.
Mm.
He says he needs to have some music finished before he can put a story to it.
Mm.
He's never been the type of person to like take poetry and transpose it over music. And I kind of agree with him. I've never really been able to like transpose. I've always had to have like a song structured
right
first before I can
makes a lot of
write
sense
to it.
Yeah. I actually do that when I'm writing screenplays too. I'll make a playlist out for that for the story that I'm trying to tell. And so I have on my Spotify, I have all these like different playlists. Whenever I hear
fascinating.
Yeah, whenever I hear a song, because I listen to random music all the time. But sometimes like a certain song will influence a certain emotion.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like in the mindset of that character. And I'm like, okay, this song right here is going on that playlist. So then when I actually go to writing, I'll chime that playlist in.
It's almost like putting a soundtrack to a screenplay.
Yeah.
Before you write the screenplay.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So where I draw my influence from. It's pretty cool. I heard who is it? Yeah, Tarantino does that.
Really?
Yeah, he does the same thing. So I was like, let me try this out. And then when I started doing it, I was like, holy shit, this actually works.
That's cool. You ever heard of that book or that movie Divergent?
It sounds it's a series, right?
Yeah. It was kind of like a teen coming of age type thing. But yeah, at the end of the book, like I guess if you get like the special edition or whatever, she has the author has like a whole set list of songs and stuff that she actually has as like the book's soundtrack.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. She kind of does the same thing.
It's kind of cool. I'm not sure if she put together this set list beforehand,
right,
or before she wrote it, but yeah, a bunch of Flyleaf in there.
Oh, I love Flyleaf.
Yeah, Flyleaf is awesome.
So that's one of the cool things about chicks that sing for rock bands. So it's like this merriment of you have this like hardcore rock music, but then you have this like soft, beautiful female voice. It's like that merriment of those two have a good balance.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Flyleaf, Paramore, Hailstorm's a good one. What's the other one? There's a ton of them, man. I freaking love women bands that sing rock music.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the dome.
No, Flyleaf. Is that the first one you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dude, they're so good. You ever heard of the band Rock Bitch?
No, I haven't.
So
I like the name already.
Well, it's a very cult thing. I don't think very, very many people that know about Rock Bitch, but they were the rebels of the rock and roll world. They didn't last very long because of the way they performed.
Right.
One of the things they would do is they would get on stage and they would all be butt naked when they performed. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just had like these 5 chicks that were butt naked, and sometimes during the shows they would just get naked and like finger bang each other, like on the stage as they're performing. It was the most ridiculous shit ever. There are videos out there you can go check out. But
I love it.
One of the things they would do, this is how I first stumbled across this band, is I was was going down through Instagram one day, scrolling this shit, and I stumbled across this one thing that said there was a band that used to throw a golden condom out into the crowd, and whoever snatched the golden condom up got to go sleep with the band at the end of the night. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is a real thing. So I went down this rabbit hole where I was trying to figure out what this band was, and it was Rock Bitch. Okay. And the amount of like work they had, I think they were back in the 70s when they were.
So this is like an older band.
Older, yeah. Now they're all old women now, yeah. But they moved whenever like they got run out of town, and they told them they had to quit performing because they were doing like this lewd stuff on stage.
Yeah. So
they finally ran them out of town. They all moved to like this like witches like convent type thing.
Okay.
Where they live. Dude, their music is so fucking good though. Like if they would have just like stuck with music and stopped all like the crazy shit on stage,
theatrical shit.
But I understand that was like they're rebels, you know. But their music is so good.
I mean, if it was the 70s, yeah, it was kind of a weird time for performing arts.
Yeah, they don't have anything on Spotify, but they have their website up. You can go check their music out on their website, and their music is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check them out for sure.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's crazy band, Rock Bitch.
Yeah, you know, when you were describing that, I thought of a buddy of mine. He was in a band in high school called We're All Fucked Up.
Uh-huh.
Like the entire premise of the band was they would get as fucking slosh as they could right before their shows. And sometimes they may or may not finish a show, you know, but it's just like.
Was their music good?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, same dude. He's a bass player. He's been in some like really cool bands, some cool projects over the years, but no, that particular band was not music focused.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta turn this air off real quick. Yeah. So what else you got going on? You ever thought about doing an album or anything?
Yeah, I have a couple ideas. For
well, if you're writing music, then that means you definitely want to do something with it, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, again, not something I want to do full time.
I think it would be cool to do another bar album.
That would be cool.
Take like the open micers that we have and like take them to the because we have a soundproof room where I live.
Oh no shit.
Take them in there and like record 2 songs for each one of them.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
And maybe something I talk with the music studio down the street. Actually, the music studio, they would probably get involved in this too.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the more the merrier. That sounds fucking fantastic to me.
Yeah. Because I know Payson. Have you ever met Payson?
Probably know the face. Yeah.
Yeah. He comes in open mic sometimes, but he's also a really good songwriter, and he's been wanting to do some stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, me personally, I love like collaborating with other musicians and stuff too. Doing it by yourself to me, just, you know, I just like the collaborative experience, you know?
That's why I like coming in here on Thursday nights, open mic nights, because
like I'm no comedian, but I'm situationally funny. You know what I mean? I think that kind of touches on the collaborative experience, you know, because I'm riffing off somebody else. So musically, I'm kind of the same way where, oh, that's a really cool idea. Sure. You know, hey, you tried it this way. What if we tried it this way? And I'm not saying you got to do it this way, but let's try it this way, see how it sounds, you know.
We're just like meshing together, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, Queens of the Stone Age, for example, that first song I did, the front man of that band, Josh Homme, wonderful fucking musician. But he's the same way in the sense that like he never likes to do solo stuff. You know, even Queens of the Stone Age itself, like that band has had 20 previous members, you know?
Really?
Almost every album has been a lineup change.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's the only founding member left in that band.
God, that must suck for a band.
Right?
Especially if you have like a popular band too. Like, is it because he's like hard to work with, or?
I'm sure that's part of it. But also, I don't know.
Well, the collaboration aspect's fun. That's why I like to come on Thursdays. Cause
well, I mean, like a lot of it's, I mean, most of the members that are in now have been in for over 10 years. So it's not like it's been a lineup change in its entirety every album.
He found his squad.
It's more just, it's more like this guitarist will leave for whatever reason, or but I mean he's had people like what's his name from ZZ Top, the guitarist?
No, I have no idea.
Why can't I think of his name?
Now, it fascinates me how band members do change different bands. And like, I know some people that play in like several different bands. I'm like, how the fuck do you play in all these different bands?
Yeah, I mean, I think on the one hand, because I haven't been in that many bands myself, and most of my stuff has kind of been solo singer-songwriter type stuff. But the way I would think of it is like certain bands have a certain concept or a certain sound they're reaching for. And sometimes you just want to pursue other sounds, but you can't really do that with the current band that you're in. So you just, have another musical project that kind of fulfills a different aspect of music.
Makes sense.
Maynard from Tool, he's kind of expressed that much himself. Like, Tool's a fantastic band, but Tool also has a very distinct sound, and that sound.
Where'd they get their name from? Because I've heard Maynard on podcasts. He sounds like a Tool.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah.
As far as I know, maybe this is just folklore or legend, but they say they named their band Tool so that everybody that listened to them and put on a T-shirt would have a T-shirt that said Tool.
Yeah. Maynard definitely is a Tool. Yeah. He's really good. He's talented at making music, but he just seems like like a Tool. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I heard him on Rogan's podcast. Is one of them I heard him on.
Yeah. He's been on Rogan like 3 or 4 times, but
one was enough for me. I was like, I don't care what this guy says anymore.
Yeah, he's such a douche.
Yeah, the music's good though, man. Like, I mean, I respect him for that.
Yeah, he's fantastic, but he's such a douche sometimes. But yeah, that would be it to me. If I was to pursue several bands, it'd be probably just, wanting to produce a different sound.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way I could put it.
Yeah, I guess he's only been in one, hadn't he? Tool's the only thing Maynard sang for.
So he's been in Tool, he's been in A Perfect Circle, and then probably the least known one is Pussifer. Okay. I think that's a 3-piece.
He has another distinct sound. His voice is very distinct.
Oh yeah, and across those 3 bands, like, he's very versatile too. Like, you can always hear Maynard and know that it's Maynard, but the things he can do with his voice, you without context, you almost wouldn't be able to know it was the same person.
As Chester Bennington. Yeah. So he was in a bunch of different bands too.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. They got some good fucking music too.
What's some of the other bands he's been in?
Jesus Christ. I knew you were going to ask me this. I got them on my phone. I'll have to show it to you after we get through.
Oh, for
wherever
sure.
my phone even is. Somewhere around here. There it is over there. The broken one. Yeah. No, I'll let you know the bands, but I mean, their music, in my opinion, some of it's better than Linkin Park.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Linkin Park had a good sound. They had their like core audience, but this stuff you're getting from these other bands, they're Chester's words.
Right.
So he has one that's called "Walking in Circles."
Okay.
And the lyrics go, "Alone in a world filled with people walking in circles." And I'm like, holy fucking shit. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And like, they were on some, dude, him and awesome. Chris Cornell were into some deep shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've read into a little bit of that. I don't know if you get conspiratorial or not.
I love conspiracies. What you got? Yeah. The Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington one where they were like exposing the child sex ring.
Yeah.
And that's why they got killed.
There's a theory that Chester Bennington is actually John Podesta's bastard child.
Oh, I've seen the pictures of that.
Yeah.
It's very, so uncanny, dude.
It is. It's,
they look too much alike.
It blew my mind, but to me, it's perfectly believable considering all the bullshit that happens in Hollywood and, the music industry and
well, they look too similar too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking just like more on the broad stroke of things. Like, yeah, there are definitely people in this world that are willing to sell them, in a literal sense, sell their souls for rock and roll.
Yeah. Do you think he would do that though? Or do you think
Chester Bennington?
I mean, he might. I don't know. He has like fucking 20 kids.
Well,
He had like 9 kids, I think.
I mean,
I don't want to talk.
yeah, considering.
Yeah. Hey, I love his art so much. He's a great musician, but I think he might have gotten himself in over his head if he did do something like that. I could see someone doing that.
So too. I mean,
and that might have weighed on his soul.
The way I think of it is like Chris Cornell, for example.
Mhm.
I don't think Chris Cornell would do that outright, or Chester Bennington would do that outright. But even if you don't literally sell your soul for rock and roll, at some point or another, you compromise yourself,
right,
to get to that level of fame. And I think it's the same for politicians. I think it's the same for Hollywood. You're not going to get in with the in crowd if you don't compromise yourself and give them dirt on yourself.
Right. They want to know that you're one of them.
Exactly.
Makes sense. I mean, that's the world we live in. We're all just monkeys fucking living on a planet trying to fit in with the crowd.
Yeah. And one thing I heard was like Anthony Bourdain, pretty sure he died like a month before Chris Cornell. I'm not sure if you're into like numerology or anything like that.
I love numerology.
Kind of happen.
Gematria, numerology.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All these things, dude. I freaking love it. Love numbers. But I mean, numbers don't lie.
No, they don't.
No. Yeah. So like the one thing that gets me is like all these people that are dying when they're jerking off, like choking themselves.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like didn't Robin Williams do that too? He was like, he died choking himself out or something.
I think he just outright hung himself.
I don't fucking know. But
there was any.
I feel like a lot of people are like touching
Autoerotic asphyxiation going.
Is that what it's called? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a lot of those stories, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, there are this many people in Hollywood jerking off, choking themselves.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's like, what an embarrassing way to go out.
It might be good, man.
You never know.
Pure ecstasy.
I mean,
what if you don't finish though? That's the bad part.
Oh yeah, you end up choking yourself before you.
Yeah, that'd be the worst part about it.
I know, right? It's like you didn't even.
Okay,
yeah,
you got a couple more. You got a couple more songs for us.
Yeah, I got a couple more.
All right, dude. We're gonna let you play us out. Thank you for coming in today, Stone.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, man.
I think it's good, right?
Yeah, that was probably a good place to end it off on. Not where I thought today was going, but.
All right, brother. Whenever you're ready.
All right, I got 2 more songs. One of them is an original. This is gonna be my original. Still don't know what it's called. I wrote this shit like 4 years ago. Still haven't found a name for it though. Felt my heart when you gazed right into my eyes. You know, baby, I just couldn't get enough. We made love like we were 16. But then again, you were never all that into love. Now I'm faced with a I've come to another fork in the road. I still love you just to lose you. I just pack my bags right now and hit the road. So here she comes, and there she goes. I'm still here, all alone, all alone, all alone. I've a little confession, just didn't
see us going all that far. But then you made that decision for me. And from where I stand, it didn't seem that hard. So here I come, and there I go. Now you're stuck all alone. Fantasy is a real love or just a dream? Is a real love or my fantasy? Is it real love or just a dream? Cool. Yeah. All right, next one I got. Yeah, that's an original. I still don't know what the fuck it's called, but
I like it, dude.
yeah. And then I think I'm gonna close out with the one you asked me to play the other night. It's called, what's it called? Endsmouth by Agents of Oblivion. It's a band that a local musician actually named Dax Riggs started in the early 2000s. So, Endsmouth. It's only the end of the world again. Down by the ocean, the frogmen are surfacing, yeah. Oh, but the beast beneath the skin has been whispering, wandering, whispering. It's only the end of the world again. It's only the end of the world again, world again, yeah. Only the end. Rise and see, shedding its ocean skin, yeah. something like a woman screams, screams, screams. It's only the end of the world again. It's only the end of the world again, world again, world again, yeah. It's only the end. It's only the end. It's only the end. It's only the end.
Damn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Song, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in today, bro.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
I'll have you on again too.